started anytime.
Yeah, I did.
Shannon, whenever you're ready. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh. Okay, so most of you are probably familiar with this. It's a food pyramid, and you have like all your major food groups, the bigger ones being the pasta and the bread and the fruits and stuff, and it's really important that you have all of your food groups. And when you don't eat one of a food group, then your diet becomes very unbalanced, and if you eat too much of one, then you'll end up looking like the girls from Sam's PowerPoint. And it's also the same kind of way with your life. Like you have your family and friend relationships, your hobbies and your sports, and for about 90% of people in America, you have your religion and your beliefs. And when you go to school, students aren't allowed to like express their religion and their beliefs, and that's pretty much taking out a really big portion of their pyramid of life, because you go to school for 7 hours a day and you go for 5 days a week, so that's a really big portion of your life to go without something that is really important to you. The reason why you can't talk about religion in school is because of a political doctrine that separates religion, the church, and the state, which means that students can kind of talk about religion, but the staff at the school and the school has to stay like neutral. They can't really put their input in or like have a side of the religion that they believe in. And the First Amendment gives people freedom of religion, which is why they can still kind of talk about it in school. Some disadvantages of how the school is now without religion is that people who go to college for religious studies major, that's what they want to be, and there's some jobs that include that major, is they don't have any preparation for it because they can't take like classes that will prepare them for college for the classes they'll be taking there. And there are about 90% of people who believe in some sort of religion, and like if a Muslim were to come to our school wearing like their robes and praying 5 times a day, a lot of kids are just going to look at them and be like, what the heck, and not really understand what or why they're doing it. And if we had like religion class in school, that would help people understand why people do what they do. And private schools are an alternative, and about 81% of private schools are religion oriented, but they're all really, really small. They have less than like 300 students, which doesn't sound too bad, but we have about 500 in our high school, and this is 300 in middle school and high school. They're also really expensive. I used to go to St. Vincent de Paul, which is across the street from here, and it's supposed to cost about $3,000 a student per year, but the school like took donations so that more kids could go there, but it ended up they had to close because nobody could pay enough. And when my school closed, an alternative was Sacred Heart Academy, which is in Mount Pleasant, but it would have cost my parents over $17,000 for all 4 of us to go there, which is a lot of money, especially when I can come here for free. My solution is to create an elective class, and it wouldn't just be like one type of religion, it would just be like a general overview of all types of religions for everyone, and it would count as a history credit towards one of the credits to graduate, because it would basically be the history of the religion and the people. Any questions?
Okie dokie.